Are you at DDP's studio right now?
You nailed it. I am. I'm at the DDP Yoga Performance Center.
Yeah, it's very recognizable.
That's why I picked it. I thought it'd be a great backdrop for today's meeting.
And look, Dallas is just such an awesome guy. I don't know him nearly as well as you do, but I have zero bad things to say about him. I love that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I always tell Dallas, like, when he dies, he's going to get to hang out with God himself. Dallas is really like an angel. He has a big personality, so sometimes that can be a lot. But if that's the worst thing that you can say about somebody, you're doing pretty good. So he's a special one.
So you're based in Atlanta. How close are you to the DDP Performance Center?
I'm 5 minutes from
Oh my gosh. So do you see Dallas a lot?
I try to. Dallas is a busy guy, so I give him his own space. He has his own life. But I love to touch base with him and check in. We try to do our workouts like once a week and just kind of let him know like what I have going on and taking his advice.
Is he like one of your wrestling uncles?
I would think so, yeah. I have a couple people that I consider my uncle, so Dallas is definitely one of them. And I can really count on Dallas, maybe even more than anybody.
You start training to be a pro wrestler, was it 21?
I think so, around there. Yeah, early 20s, 21 sounds right.
And was it with him and Dallas?
No, it was mainly just him in our living room. He had like one DVD with 4 or 5 of his matches burnt onto it. And we would just watch them over and over. I would lock up with him. And this is when he wasn't doing good. So he was real frail. So I'd have to be real gentle with him. And we would just kind of go through holds. And then eventually we found somebody with a wrestling school. And I had like a couple really basic matches where it was just, like do the moves and get through it. And then from there, he started kind of having a hard time again. And then he moved up to Atlanta to live with Dallas. And that's when he really got cleaned up. And then I followed him up there. And that's when my whole kind of indie push and moving to Japan, everything jumped off from.
So were you living with him up until that point?
Up until leaving for Japan?
No, like when he moved in with Dallas in Atlanta, were you living with him in Florida?
We had been living together. Then, yeah, he went away for some kind of rehab and I kind of held down the fort. Then from rehab, he went back up to Atlanta. And then he was just telling me like, hey, I'm doing great. Like Dallas, he has my back. He has your back. There's a room for you too. And if you want to come up here and do a fresh start, I think it'd be great for both of us. And like I said, I was just so excited that he was doing good. He really did seem like he was on the right track. And, I just got swept up in it.
A lot of people credit DDP for saving your father's life. Would you agree with that?
He deserves the credit. Absolutely.
Yeah. And walk me through what that was like. Like, obviously Dallas is a good friend of your father's. He knew that he needed help. Where does it go from there?
Okay. Well, like I said, my father was kind of gone, I guess, when he first decided to go, or Dallas first convinced him. But he had definitely kind of been knocking on death's door for a while there. Like I said, that's what kind of brought me back in to like push through even his tough times and how he was being, just because I thought I should spend this time with my father before he's gone. We even did like an ESPN special around that time. So you can kind of look back and like see the condition he was in. And I almost thought that was kind of our goodbye. So just for Dallas to step in, it really did give him like a whole nother decade of his life, gave him the chance to go on and earn these Hall of Fame rings. And just like leave the world in such a better place, create so much more goodwill and like good memories for my sister and I. So Dallas is an angel.